If you are a class 5 or class 8 student, what will you do? Play a sport, video games, watch cartoon, read a book? But if you are a student of Tamil Nadu State Board, you will have to write board exams. You heard it right. The Tamil Nadu government is set to conduct board exams for classes 5 and 8 this March. Despite criticism from opposition and an alliance partner, the AIADMK government is gearing up for the exams. However, many claim that these exams will be a burden to the children who have not even entered their teens. But the government says the exams will help in assessing students' learning ability. Also, there will be no detention for the first 3 years of the rollout. But what gets largely unnoticed is the psychological impact of the exams on children. Recently, psychiatrist Rudran posted on Facebook that mothers of 7 class 5 students visited his clinic in Chennai with their children. Their only concern was that their wards were faring poorly in studies. Rudran says introducing children to a competitive situation may have adverse impacts on their future.
What is an examination? Is it a competition? Or is it a simple test whether you can do? Is it a simple puzzle solving? Or is it something like you say, you solve this puzzle faster than the next guy? That is the basis of any competition and any test. And when a child is subjected to competition, the problem becomes manifold. There, anxiety steps in. Anxiety is a precursor to fear or frustration or absolute arrogance. If it is not a competition, just a test, let me see how fast you can do. If a mother is going to ask, it's different. If a teacher is going to say, let me see among the 3 of you who's going to do fast, it's different. If the government is going to say, let me see among the thousands how many are good enough, it's totally different.
Rudran says the exams also affect the parents mentally and can even make them feel guilty for the failures of their children.
The 10th standard kid knows it cannot study and the mother is bothering and it's not bothered about studying. The 5th standard kid, the 10-year-old kid, is not even aware that the mother wants something useful for it. It's saying the mother is unnecessarily bothering me, it's not allowing me to play. That will be the primary attitude of the 10-year-old kid. Now, when the child rebels, it is partially acceptable, though never publicly accepted by the parents. They would feel that they have become a failure. The mothers are more susceptible to depression, anxiety, and a sense of shame and even guilt because this society primarily focuses on the mother to look after the child, not the father.
Generally, class 10 and 12 students with learning disabilities are given special assistance in the form of a scribe or extra time. For class 5 students, Rudran says even the detection of a disability is very uncommon.
Even if the child is mentally retarded, I'm talking of intellectual deficiency. If the child is intellectually challenged, intellectually deficient, with an IQ of less than 60 or 50, the mother, father, aunts, uncles, grandparents are not aware of it. They keep saying it will become okay in the course of time. It's only when the child becomes a little older, say around the 10th year or the 11th year, they find the kid is not capable of anything, they come to a doctor or to a hospital or to a psychologist or whatever. So, these kids, even if they are identified in the standard 4, they will not be able to cope up in standard 5. The kid who is going to 10th standard with learning difficulty has been trained all along for so many years. The kid who is coming to the 5th standard has not been exposed to the situation where somebody is going to help the kid to do something better.
With all these issues, if the government wants students to face arduous board exams, it may end up playing with their future.